Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is all about festive dressing. I absolutely love getting dressed up for the holidays, particularly this year when I know last year so many of us didn't quite get the Christmas that we wanted, and there just seems to be so much going on this year. So I thought I would dedicate a whole video to holiday dressing. This is going over everything from my go-to accessories right through to different outfit combinations. I am going to be calling out specific pieces, but also just generally going over kind of different outfit formulas, just in case you didn't want to buy anything new and you wanted to create something from your existing wardrobe. So I hope you guys enjoy this, and let's get started. This video is kindly being part sponsored by Astrid and Miyu, who I have worked with a few times before now. They do the most beautiful everyday jewelry, and they have the most stunning pieces for the holiday season. Just so many gorgeous sparkly details and just the perfect addition to any holiday outfit. All the pieces that I'm featuring here today in terms of jewelry are from them, so I will include direct links in the description section. And they are also running 3 days of offers. So today you can get 25% off all necklaces and bracelets. I'm going to show you a necklace in a second, which is the most stunning thing and genuinely would make any outfit just so gorgeous and sparkly and the perfect finishing touch. And tomorrow it's 25% off bestsellers, and then on Sunday it is 20% off everything. An amazing set of deals. You do need a different discount code for each day, so I will pop all details in the description if you wanted to check that out, but definitely a good one to shop if you're after some beautiful jewelry to complement your holiday outfits. So first up are accessories, and you guys will know I'm a big believer that accessories can make or break your outfit. I think that's true of festive dressing as well. I would say that there are more elements to contend with when it comes to a holiday look, just because your outfit is going to be more of the center of attention than it might be at other times of year. You know, there's probably going to be brighter colors and more sparkle. So when it comes to accessories, I always want to kind of complement the outfit rather than try to compete. When it comes to jewelry though, I definitely like a little bit of sparkle, but again, I don't like anything too massive. You know, I'm never going to be wearing massive statement bracelets and necklaces and earrings along with, you know, a big old dress as well, because it's just too much for my taste. So I definitely prefer to go a little bit dainty. This necklace that I got from Astrid and Miyu is stunning. It all comes in their beautiful grey and pink packaging with the beautiful gold stamping right there as well. These would make perfect gifts as well if you're still doing some gift shopping. But how beautiful is that? It is the most stunning thing. I absolutely love all the detailing. It has a decent amount of weight to it as well. Very nice quality. The tone is really flattering. And it's just so sparkly and wonderful. It catches the light in the most beautiful way. I think this would be equally lovely just with daily looks, but also if you did want something extra sparkly to team with a holiday outfit, it would just be the most perfect addition. So unbelievably pretty, and it's also small enough as well that you're not going to have to team specific outfits with it. You can wear this with literally anything, and I think it would go beautifully and just add that little bit of festive sparkle. Just so unbelievably pretty. Another favorite are these absolutely beautiful studs. So I believe these are called Huggies because they sit very close to the ear, and again they just provide just the right amount of sparkle. Really lovely, very pretty for the festive season. The perfect complement if you did want something a little bit bigger than your usual kind of small stud, but you didn't want to go for a huge oversized earring. These are perfect, just a very nice in-between size. You do have that sparkly element. It's a little bit bolder than a simple stud, but not so crazy out there that they're not going to be wearable. And I just think these are beautiful. Really gorgeous. They're also not so huge that you couldn't team it with other pieces. Sometimes I feel like when I do wear a bigger earring, I can't wear anything else, whereas I do think these are like the perfect size that you could team it with other jewelry pieces as well. And then I also have here this beautiful sparkly bracelet. How stunning is that? This is just a very classic tennis design, and this is the sort of thing that is just never going to date. Like, it's the perfect companion to any look. You're not going to have to worry about matching it with necklines or anything like that because it is a bracelet, and it's just one of those items which packs a punch, even though it's very dainty and delicate. Will literally go with anything from, you know, jeans and a nice top right through to a pencil skirt, a full-on gown. Like, just so versatile. It just has that perfect amount of sparkle for the holiday season and any holiday parties or events you might be going to. So beautiful, and the sparkle factor is just amazing. And then finally, the piece that I'm wearing today is also from Astra Miu, and it is this beautiful drop necklace. Has this tiny green stone right there. I've been really into my green accent jewelry recently. I think it's just a little bit different and makes the most stunning addition to so many outfits. And you wouldn't think that green would be a good neutral, but I've been finding it literally goes with everything, and I thought this was so pretty and perfect if you did want to wear it, you know, full on dressed up. But even if you just wanted to wear a t-shirt or a camisole, I think it would look great. So really versatile and just the loveliest thing. And as a reminder, you can get 25% off all necklaces and bracelets for today, and then you do have those 2 other offers. So I will pop all details in the description section, but definitely some stunning pieces and the perfect complements to any holiday looks. Next up are clutches, and the best thing about clutches is that they don't have to cost the earth to really go beautifully with your outfit and really kind of complement what you're wearing perfectly. And I would always much rather go for a really inexpensive clutch which perfectly matched my outfit rather than a much bigger style which, even if it's luxury, might be a little bit too oversized or not quite go with what I'm wearing. So I would always rather go cheap and cheerful when it comes to a clutch. And you can get beautiful clutches which don't cost the earth. I did a quick search before filming and I found within minutes just some beautiful styles under $100, which could have been much more expensive. Like, they looked beautiful and you get them anywhere, you know, from Nordstrom, ASOS. It's not difficult to find a really, really nice clutch. I'll leave some of my favorites down below, but I'm a big believer in that, you know, always go for something that's size appropriate for your outfit rather than just going for the most luxury style that you own. One of my favorite clutches I've literally had for, gosh, it must be over 10 years now. It's been a really, really long time. I got it from a vintage store, cost me £10, and it's done just beautifully. It's smooth leather and it's just a really, really simple, elegant clutch. It's not going to steal the show at all, but that's kind of what I want in my clutches. You know, I just want something to complement my outfit rather than completely take over. And something like this is perfect. A box clutch is also a really, really nice option as well. You don't have to spend much money on them. They can look absolutely beautiful and really just add that finishing touch to your look. If you were after more luxury style, then my 2 favorites are still from Saint Laurent, so my Uptown clutch and my Saint Laurent wristlet. And it's no accident that both of these are in white. I find white to be an amazing neutral all year long. I'm happy to wear these in summer, but they also make beautiful winter whites as well. And because they are such a fantastic neutral, they will literally go with everything. So I'm a big believer in the power of white clutch and how easy it is to pair, and these 2 are definitely my favorites in terms of luxury styles. When it comes to shoes, I'm going to be very boring and say there is nothing better than a good nude heel. They go with absolutely everything, so you can wear them all year round, and also they're the most flattering as well because they do just disappear into your legs. So that is why nude heels are always my favorite. I would always go for a patent leather, particularly around the holidays, because if you do get a drink spilled on your shoe, it is just so easy to wipe clean and there is no harm at all to the shoe. So patent leather is always my preference for parties and things like that for that reason. In terms of heel height, I would always recommend to be realistic about what you can manage and for how many hours you're going to be standing. There is no fun in being in pain all night, and nothing ruins an outfit quicker than having to go home because your feet hurt so much. So be realistic, no one is going to notice the height of your heels. So if you did have a lower heeled option, I would definitely recommend that if you did know it was going to be a long night. Similarly, if you know you don't want to do heels, then a beautiful flat option is a great shout, and so many of the major luxury designers now also do their famous shoes in a flat version. So this is the Manolo Blahnik Hangsy, and it is just as beautiful as that high heeled version in my opinion. You have that beautiful buckle detail. This one is velvet all over, and it's just a really, really chic option for when you don't want to wear heels. Similarly, Jimmy Choo do a version of their beautiful sparkly pump. Just so many different options. So heels are definitely not your only choice if you did want to have something really sparkly and special for the holiday season. Next up is clothing, and my first choice for holiday dressing is always going to be a good dress because it's also just the easiest for me. You know, with separates you do have to try and team things together, make sure they match and coordinate, whereas with a dress, as long as it fits right, you just slip it on, add a couple of accessories and you're good to go. So even though it may not seem like the easiest option, it always is for me just because it's always such a no-brainer. I have 3 of my favorites that I picked for this holiday season. I did go a little bit mad with the holiday dresses, but there were just so many beautiful collections collections this year. So my self-portrait one was just so beautiful. I fell in love with it as soon as I saw it. Definitely has kind of Princess Diana, Pretty Woman vibes with the beautiful neckline. I just thought this was so stunning. The fabric is also a beautiful kind of stretchy jersey type material, so it's very comfortable, has a beautiful off the shoulder neckline detail, and I just think it's so stunning. Really elegant, very classic as well. And certainly for holiday dresses, I always try and keep in mind whether it's going to be a more classic, timeless design, because I don't just want to wear it for that one party, you know. Hopefully these are items that I'm going to have in my wardrobe for years and years, so I always try and make sure that it is slightly more classic in terms of the cut, fit and design. Another favourite dress that I got during the Black Friday sales is this beautiful plunge neckline one from Abercrombie. This is definitely more on the affordable side, and I just think it looks stunning and so much more expensive than it is. It fits like an absolute dream, and it's just one of those kind of wow dresses. As soon as I tried it on, Dan was like, wow, I love that dress. So it is definitely a little bit of a showstopper one, but I just thought it was so beautiful and very nice quality for the price. And then finally for dresses, my New Year's Eve dress. I actually mentioned this in my last video with Ashton and Miu, but I just think this is the most beautiful thing. This one comes in a whole bunch of different colours as well, so if you didn't like the lilac, then they do have a few different options, but I just think it's stunning. It has the most beautiful drape, definitely has some Grecian vibes as well, and it is just the prettiest thing and very comfortable to wear with its slinky fabric. So definitely a good one if you do like a little bit more colour. My other ones are black, which is still a go-to for me even in the holiday season, because I just don't think you can beat a little black dress, but for pops of colour, I think this is an absolutely beautiful option, and I cannot wait to wear it for New Year's Eve. If you didn't want to do a dress though, there are still so many other outfit combinations, and one of my go-tos is a mini skirt with a sweater, and I do always try and team those two together rather than a mini skirt with a more form-fitting top, just because I like to balance out the proportions. And there are so many occasions where, you know, I do want to get dressed up and look a little bit festive, but I don't want to go like full-on glam just because it may not be kind of all that suitable or appropriate. So I do find that balancing the proportions just makes the outfit a lot more versatile and a lot more wearable. For the mini skirt, I do like to go very sequiny and very glam, and whether that's kind of full-on sequins like this or a more subtle pattern, black on black is always a nice option if you did want to indulge in that sequin element but you didn't want something so out there. Or you could just go for a plainer mini skirt as well. You know, I often find that with mini skirts, the length really does help to dress things up anyway, so it doesn't necessarily have to be full-on sparkles, but I do always think it's fun to indulge in some sequins in the holiday season. And then, as I said, my go-to to match it is always just a slightly larger jumper. I don't tend to go for anything massively oversized, just because I think that a slightly more form-fitting crew neck is still going to be covered up enough that it achieves the effect that I want, but it's still going to be very flattering as well. So a simple kind of white fluffy sweater or a simple cashmere crew neck I think pairs beautifully. I usually will team it with a mid heel, and I think it's a really nice easy combination that's suitable for everything from a girls brunch right through to a festive evening party as well. My next outfit combination are faux leather leggings, and I'm just the biggest believer that no wardrobe is complete without a good pair of faux leather leggings. Like, they are so useful, and I just don't know what I would do without mine. I wear them all the time. They're so easy to dress up or down, and they're just a wardrobe essential for me all year round. Like, so great. My two favorites are the commando ones, which have more of a kind of true faux leather look, or the Spanx ones. Both are fantastic. The Spanx ones have more of a liquid look, so aren't quite as realistic, but they are much more comfortable. So just depending on what you want to prioritize, but both are seriously great, and I've had mine for years as well, so they're very good quality. But you can team these with literally anything, whether that is just a simple sweater, dress it up with the heels and add some pretty jewelry. That is a complete look in and of itself. You can also team this with, you know, maybe an oversized t-shirt with a sparkly detail. You can also do it with a very classic combination of a blazer and a camisole. Again, just adding in some jewelry, a nice bag and heels. I think that would be a beautiful look that works really well for both the holiday season and beyond as well. And then if you did want to team it with a full-on sparkly top as well, you could also do that. So they really are just so useful and so versatile. They're also very flattering as well. You know, they're always going to make your legs look great, and I just don't think you can do any better. So this is always a really nice alternative if you didn't want to wear a dress or a skirt, or even if you knew you were going to be out in the cold so you wanted something a little bit more covered up. I just think that faux leather leggings are fantastic, and the styling opportunities are really endless. And then finally, for kind of full-on dressed up looks, I think a pencil skirt is also another beautiful option, and pencil skirts are great all year round, but it's a really nice one in the festive season because it is a little bit more covered up, so again you get a little bit more warmth, and you can also team it with everything from, you know, a bodysuit, a camisole, right through to a sweater. I think it works with any kind of top, so judging on what kind of occasion you're going to, you can really adapt your look just with one simple kind of main piece. So I'm a huge fan of pencil skirts for that reason. So one really nice option, which I guess technically isn't a pencil skirt, but it has a very similar kind of overall look, is the bias cut skirt. And once upon a time, I feel like bias cut skirts were really difficult to pull off just because the fits and the cuts weren't really there, whereas I just feel like they've come along massively in the last couple of years, probably because they've become so popular, so there are actually just more efforts to make them look good, but it's really not hard to find a flattering type now. And I think this one that I got from J. Crew earlier in the year is absolutely beautiful. It's this really nice fabric, so very, very silky soft in this beautiful red with this white polka dot. One that I actually wore last year for Christmas, and which I've talked about many times, is the Max Mara skirt. This has a really beautiful finish to it, and it almost has a slightly kind of crinkled effect, but it is so stunning. It has a little bit more weight as well, so it just drapes down in the most beautiful way. I teamed this exact skirt with my white fluffy sweater, and I just loved it. It was very comfortable. It was covered up enough as well that it didn't feel completely ridiculous in the dead of winter, and I just love it. Definitely a little bit of a wardrobe investment, but I've worn this so many times and I just love the overall vibes. That said, if you didn't have anything similar to that and you didn't want to go shopping for anything new, and you did have a simple black pencil skirt in your wardrobe, this is the most useful thing, and I think can be dressed up for a myriad of different occasions. It's obviously very suitable for work, but I also think it works well as a nice evening wear piece as well. And one of my favorite tricks is always team a black pencil skirt with a black top, and again that can be anything from a black sweater to a kind of fancier black long sleeve top. You can do an off the shoulder bodysuit, a regular bodysuit, just so many different options. You can just team it with a belt and it's going to look like a really fancy dress, and you're not going to be able to see the seams because of the belt hiding it. So it's always such a go-to for me. It's very, very easy to do, and because everything's black, you don't have to worry about matching tones or anything like that, and it can create a very, very elegant finish from items that you already have in your closet. And then finally, I did want to give a slightly more casual option that was still a little bit festive, because you might not want to get all glammed up, or otherwise the occasion might not be suitable for it. You know, you might be meeting a friend for a nice festive lunch and you might not want to turn up in full-on sequins. So one of my go-tos, just a great pair of jeans that's going to fit you well and make you feel good, whether that is a straight leg pair of jeans or a pair of skinny jeans, or otherwise faux leather leggings as I mentioned, and then teaming that with a nice festive top. And I have everything from a cute little sweatshirt with some beautiful sequin star details right through to a full-on sequin top. So just kind of judging what your preference is and where you're going. It's very easy just to make something as simple as jeans, just that little bit more special. Team it with a pair of heels, a simple top, maybe add on some nice jewelry, maybe even a red lipstick, and it's just a really easy way to feel a little bit more festive without going full-on sequin glam. So that is it for this video, you guys. I hope that you enjoyed it. As usual, I will include links to everything I featured in the description section below. I'll also pop in all the details for those Ashton Miu discount codes. If you have any other questions for me, then leave me a comment, and please do give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. As always, thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my next one. Bye guys.